Welcome to the Game Aces. This is SithJaeger, and today I am bringing you a new kind of video. Today we're going to do a comparison between the Abrams and the Armata to try to figure out which is king of the battlefield. We're going to start off by taking a look at the stats, a closer look at each tank, and then we're going to do a direct comparison. All right, let's get to the video. We start off taking a look at the firepower. The Abrams fully upgraded. It has 490, has 455 health, a reload of 11 rounds per minute, speed of 45, and a view range of 330. It has a vehicle rating of 68.9. Let's take a quick look at the M1A2 Abrams. For those of you who want to slow down the video playback, feel free to do so. And for those of you who are not aware, the paint scheme on this tank will change in the next update, whenever that comes out. All right, let's move over to the Steel Bear. Select our Russian line, go through these first 8 tanks to get to the Tier 9 Armata. And let's take a look at its stats. The Armata has a firepower of 490 hit points. It has a health of 40-50. It has a reload speed of 11 rounds per minute. Speed on the battlefield is 45, and the view range is 330. Okay, so now let's take a quick look at the Armata T14. Once again, feel free to slow down the playback if you want to take a better look at this tank. It was featured in my previous video. And also in my purchase video. Now, for those of you who were not keeping track, let's take a look at how they stack up so far. So far, the Armata wins in total vehicle rating at 73, and the Abrams is ahead in health by 5 points. What we're going to do now is compare the gun depression for each. Now, it's really hard comparing gun depression because you have to be on the same map, you have to find the exact same spot. But I think most players realize that the Abrams wins in gun depression hands down. Here I was attempting to show you how good the gun depression is, but it's easier to show you how bad the gun depression is on the Armata. So normally if you're in an Abrams, you can fire on these rocks down at the bottom of the screen and you can hit that tank that just fired on us. But we couldn't, even though we were on a slight decline. We pull back, and we're going to try to fire on him again. And you're going to see that we just don't get enough gun depression. But we have to pull so far out onto the mountain that he actually gets a second shot off on us. Luckily, he ricocheted. So we decide to go to another area on the map. Again, taking a look at the gun depression for the Armata on Sniperville, you can see here that we can't target the tank rushing directly towards us. We have to extend further down the hill, which opens us up to shots. Try it one more time, and nothing. Okay, so gun depression is hands down going to the Abrams. Now let's take a look at mobility. Now mobility is the ability to control the tank. And here you can see the Abrams, in just making a turn to try to avoid me, tips over. Slowing it down, you can see he's riding on his left tracks right now as we circle around to try to get a rear shot in. Now watch the Armata as I approach this rock formation and make a sudden right turn. No tipping, no loss of control. I straighten out and continue toward the ridgeline. Again, I'm trying to get the Armata to flip, lose control, to bounce, but nothing. Very, very steady tank, at least until the game ends right here, and I'm frozen in place. All right, here's another example. I'm trying to avoid the rear shot from the Abrams, and as I'm going over these rocks, you're going to see me make a quick right turn. Boom! And again, no loss of control. So mobility goes to the Armata. All right, so let's take a look at what kind of defense you can expect with each tank. Now, the best feature about the Armata is its ability to keep its frontal armor faced towards any incoming fire. It rotates very quickly. I don't know if that's something that's going to come across as we watch the Abrams turn here, but trust me, the Armata is a lot faster and very hard to circle or flank to get those side and rear shots in. Now, the Abrams, on the other hand, has the ability to do what some call slide turns. I refer to them as snap turns, and it does require some practice. It's something that I'm not very good at, so I'm going to try to demonstrate the basic maneuver here. Boom, pull back, and fire away. A couple of more looks at it. Now, someone who is really good at this will be deadly in the Abrams and would win, I think, in a dogfight between the two. But what I found is usually if you have somebody who's a good driver in an Armata and a good driver in an Abrams, you end up doing a head-to-head battle with very few rear or side shots. So we do have an X factor here. The Armata is the newest tank in the game, while the Abrams gives you access to tanks from other countries because it's part of the NATO line. So my choice between the two, the Armata T14. Now, the biggest reason I chose the Armata is because I am just not very good at controlling the Abrams. The Armata seems to handle a lot smoother, and I seem to just outscore the Abrams whenever I drive the Abrams. I scored 12,900 points in my last video, something I've never done in the Abrams. So for me, it's the Armata. You might have a different opinion. Let me know in the comments below or join us on the forum. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, SithJaeger out.